Hi everybody, this is Gabriel Shahin, Certified Financial Planner and President of Falcon Wealth Planning. Today I want to talk to you about your house, and if you buy a new house, a bigger house for you to move in, what to do with your existing home. In this example we show you, very similar to the capital gain exclusion, of the $750,000 home was your old house, maybe you bought a bigger and better house, and you bought it for $200,000. So the thought process is to turn it into a rental. A lot of people do that. And that makes sense mostly because of convenience. Mostly because they already have the mortgage set up, they already have gone through the process, and they know the house inside and out, but you have a lot of equity tied up into that house. And the reverse engineering is, if you had, for example, $500,000 of equity, would you buy that house, $750,000 house, with 2/3 down, 66% down? Most likely the answer is no, you would not. And I'm going to give you a couple other reasons why it may not make sense for you to do it. The first reason is you are giving up your $500,000 capital gain exclusion. You could sell your house, this assumes you're married, or $250,000 if you're single, you could sell your house and not pay any taxes to the federal or state governments. You have to live in the house 2 out of the past 5 years. Well, if you rent it today and 3 years go by, if you don't sell it then you should have never rented it to begin with. It's either you sell it now or forever hold your peace. You have to be comfortable holding on to that home forever because you will lose that capital gain exclusion. That capital gain exclusion is huge, guys. It could be $100,000 to $200,000+ of unnecessary taxes. That's reason number one. Reason number two is when you write off your old property, it's based on your purchase price. I would rather have you sell your house and go buy your neighbor's house for $750,000 for two reasons. Number one, you pocketed the capital gain exclusion. You pocketed that $500,000 tax-free. Okay? That's huge. I don't want to undermine that. Number two, you're resetting the cost basis. If you were to sell it later and have a change of heart, where that $750,000 home, if it ever gets to $1 million, you only have to pay taxes on the $250,000 gain. Versus in the other scenario, if your cost basis is $250,000 and it's worth $1 million, you'd have to pay $750,000 in capital gains, and there is no home gain exclusion. It has to be a primary residence and live there 2 out of the past 5 years. The other thing is, like we talked about earlier, is the depreciation. You would have to depreciate the property based on your purchase price of $200,000. Now, if that's 75% of it is depreciable, that means $150,000 you write off over 27.5 years. That's not a lot. That might only be a $6,000 write-off versus a $750,000 home at 75% depreciable. That might be more like $20,000. So it's almost triple the amount as a write-off, and that extra $14,000 could help you an extra $7,000 a year in tax savings, up to, depending on your tax situation. Guys, that's almost like rental income. That's an extra almost $600 a month just in tax savings if you were to amortize it out. This is why it's so important to speak to an unbiased third party of what you should be doing with your money. If you have any questions, please reach out below.